So KernelSU is the most advanced routing method right now as far as I know, because MAGISK is actually very good, but KernelSU is now replacing MAGISK very soon. We have the full authority which apps to grant root permission. We have the super user options available. And if you don't know what is KernelSU I can't explain right now, but if you want to install this thing and which are the benefits, and also MAGISK versus KernelSU which is better, and etc. I made some dedicated videos and I will drop the links in the description, so make sure to check out them. And in this video I'm going to talk about some of the modules right now I'm using in this KernelSU. The first one which I'm using right now is MAGISK. Of course, why it is available as a MAGISK module or as a module in KernelSU, because MAGISK supports MAGISK by default with that latest version, but KernelSU doesn't. So if you want to use MAGISK, and why you also want to use MAGISK, let me tell you, you want to use LSPOS. For example, I want to use LSPOS, so I need that. First module is MAGISK, which you definitely need. For some other modules too, some modules require MAGISK to be enabled, so make sure to install MAGISK and then you will be able to use those modules. And secondly, of course, which is dependent on MAGISK, is LSPOS. It works like charm. If you enable the MAGISK on KernelSU module, you will be able to use LSPOS. And what is LSPOS? It includes a lot of modules for you to customize your device, or maybe adding some more features. We also have another module which, if you're watching me from some time, I always use this, and one of my favorite modules of all time is the small keyboard navbar. What this module does actually, if you're able to notice here, pill is here and the keyboard of course it's here. It's not about the pill customizations or small or large, but it's about that space. If you're able to notice, the space is not there. I'm able to use the pill, but that space is not there, and this is one of the major reasons why I want to use some of these features, and this is not available by default in my custom home. That's why I'm using this module. You can get that link in the description. Another module which actually I'm loving right now is the dialer. And what is this? This is Motorola's MyUI 5 dialer. Keep this thing in mind, this dialer will only work for Android 13 users. So if you're a user of Android 12, Android 12L, or maybe even below that, this module will not work for you. So if you're using Android 13, you definitely need this thing actually. If you're able to notice, I'm able to record calls and all these things without announcement. By the way, that annoying announcement in Google Dialer, you can simply remove that. And also this MyUI 5 dialer UI looks very good. Some of the features are also good if you move on there. And whenever a call arrives, this is how the animation looks like. You can simply swipe up to take the call, swipe down to decline the call, and the UI looks amazing. Another module which I'm using right now is AOSP mods, which of course needs LSPOS, so that's why I am using LSPOS, and that also requires MAGISK. So some of these modules are interlinked, and because KernelSU is in very early stages, so not every module is compatible with that. But moving before that, we have AOSP mods, and why I'm using this one, you can see the quick settings panel. This is in light mode, and by default, if you use Pixel Experience custom as I am using Pixel Experience, you don't have the light quick settings panel. You have the dark quick settings panel. Doesn't matter if you use the light mode or dark mode. And also, if you're able to notice, we have the quick setting rows customizations enabled. I am using 6 rows, and why I'm using this, because I want to use the full screen QS, full screen quick settings panel. That's why I'm using this one. Another feature which I'm using right now in AOSP mode is volume down plus power unrestricted screenshot. Pixel Experience doesn't provide you this feature. And why I'm using AOSP modes, because if you use Pixel Experience, if you are a fan of Pixel Experience custom ROMs, you don't need to use any other custom ROM for more features, because you have all the useful features in one module called AOSP modes. You must try these things. So these are the major things which I was talking about, and these modules I am using right now. As it is mentioned, modules are in very early stages. This KernelSU is in very early stages. So maybe in the upcoming time, I will share some more modules with you. So make sure to subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.